I feel really confident to say the Niners are going to kick the crap out of the Bears. Do you agree with that statement?
I guess I'm not sure if they're going to kick the crap out of the Bears, but they're going to win. They're 6.5-point favorites. If they win, they're going to win by a touchdown. They're going to win by a touchdown at least. They're going to
Yeah,
control the
and
game.
they're six
Yeah,
and a half point favorites in the other guy's field.
absolutely. Yes. Yes. I'm looking last year they played in Chicago. Garoppolo started that game. Elijah Mitchell was the running back. He averaged 7.6 yards per carry. And that was with Jimmy Garoppolo on the field. So, like, forget about the quarterback. Can the Bears even stop the Niners running back? I'm not sure they can. And if they can't, they lose.
Right. If you can run on a team,
Yeah.
everything else opens up to you. Everything.
And we've seen with the Niners, if you can't stop their run game, they win.
Yeah.
Every time.
They control the pace of the game.
Yes.
They control the time of the game.
Mm-hmm.
They rest their defense a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are big deals. And this is the first game for their new coach, right? The first NFL head coaching. I think Kyle Shanahan's going to tie this guy up in knots.
Now, to be fair, this guy's name is Matt Eberflus. He was the defensive coordinator last year at the Colts. Niners played the Colts and lost 30-18 at home. So he did a good job against Kyle Shanahan last year as a coordinator. Now there's a different quarterback he has to go against, and he's a head coach. It's his first game. That's tough for Kyle Shanahan should be able to take advantage.
We could do scenarios like, what if the Niners lose? What would that mean? I don't want to do them because the Niners aren't going to lose.
They're not going to lose.
They're not going to lose. They're going to win this game.
Yeah. Why waste time thinking about scenarios that probably won't happen?
Yeah, and it would make us seem negative before they even play a game.
Yeah.
Iggy, they're going to win this game. They're going to go to Chicago. They're going to kick the crap out of the Bears. They're going to take care of business, and then they're going to fly home. That's what's going to happen.
That's what's going to happen. Their defense, the Niners defense, is going to play really, really well. Justin Fields is going to get sacked a lot of times. The Bears offense isn't going to do anything. The Niners offense might start kind of slow, but their run game essentially is going to work. They're going to run for a lot of yards and win the game. Maybe they'll kick field goals. Maybe they'll score touchdowns. It ultimately won't matter.
And what'll happen is their running game, the Niners, will be so good. Then they can use Trey Lance, first of all, to run.
Yes.
This is a whole new thing.
Right.
And second of all, to do all kind of play action passes. Right. Kyle is very clever about things like this. I figure Trey Lance will throw 15 to 20 passes again in the game, if that.
Yes.
But when he does, it'll be safe, but very productive passes.
Yeah, what's interesting, a safe pass is a deep pass. So I think we're going to see a lot of deep throws from him. So, for example, on third and 3, they're going to have someone spying Trey Lance so he doesn't scramble. So that could be a safety that they bring down. If on 3rd and 3 there's only one safety deep, I think you're going to see Kyle Shanahan call deep shots. And maybe they're low percentage throws, but it's open. He can throw it. And if he hits 1, 2 every game, those are game changers.
And, I understand what you mean. Those are safe throws because he's better at those than the Jimmy over the middle throws.
Yeah, if you miss it, you usually miss it out of bounds or you overthrow it. It's not like you're throwing the ball over the middle with linebackers in the way and safeties over. Those are really hard throws. Kyle shouldn't be calling any of those throws for Trey Lance early on. There's no reason to. You're going to win with running and defense and throwing deep. So why even force the ball into traffic?
You know what that is? That's old Raider football.
Yeah, absolutely.
Iggy, it's Raider football.
It's old school football. The Niners are essentially like a 1970s team. They want to run the ball as much as possible, and when they throw, they're going to throw long. It's not exactly Bill Walsh ball control stuff.
No, it's Al Davis.
Yeah. I mean, there's going to be a lot of screens. There's going to be a lot of West Coast stuff, but really much more down the field. Because if you wanted to throw short all the time, that's what the backup does.
That's right.
Right. So look, the way I think of it is, if you remember 10 years ago, the Seahawks, they had a good, not great team with Marshawn Lynch, and they brought in Russell Wilson. He didn't throw a lot, but the threat of him running made Marshawn better. And when he did throw, it was often deep down the field, and he would hit a few and win.
Yeah, because he has a great arm, and he takes in plays.
Absolutely.
As I said before, I love to watch Russell Wilson work.
One of my favorite quarterbacks to ever watch. I've seen
I
him
love
in
him.
person so many times. Magical.
Yeah.
I don't know if Trey Lance will be that good, but we'll see.
Let
Again,
me ask you a question, Iggy. The Bears defense, I don't know jack about it. Is it a good defense?
they had Khalil Mack and traded him to the Chargers. They have a pass rusher named Robert Quinn who had 18 sacks last year. So the Niners have to have an answer for him. Other than that, they have a good middle linebacker named Roquan Smith. That's about it. They're a new coach starting over, basically rebuilding. So the Niners should win this freaking game.
And talk to me about their quarterback,
Justin Fields. Yeah.
What is his skill set? How do you rate him?
I like him. He's like, compare him to Trey. He's a year older than Trey. He's more experienced. He's more accurate. He's faster. He's quicker. He's probably a better athlete than Trey. But and he can run. He ran for 100 yards against the Niners last year. He had a rushing touchdown. He can make really, really, really exciting plays, but he'll run into sacks. You know, Trey Lance wants to play the position the right way. He'll be in the pocket. He'll step up. He'll do stuff like that. Justin Fields does stuff that he did in college. He'll run backwards. He'll run in circles. He thinks he's faster than everyone, and a lot of time he gets sacked a lot. Trey Lance actually avoids sacks. So I think Trey Lance is probably a better quarterback, but Fields a better athlete with no help. His team sucks because he's on the Bears, and the Bears have, I don't know, they had Sid Luckman, and then they forgot about offensive football for the last 60, 50 years. That's his fault. Sorry, Justin. I think Dante Pettis might start for them or be their number 3 receiver. So, yeah, the Niners have to win.
So I got it. If you have Dante Pettis, that's already almost crying uncle.
Yeah, it's like it's 2022. Don't you know that the wide receiver position is kind of important? You're just signing street free agents now. Like, what's going on? Come on.
Yeah. Look, poor Pettis. I'm sure. Yeah, I think he's a nice guy.
He's a nice guy. He had an older cousin, Austin Pettis, who was also a wide receiver in the league with the Rams, who had pretty much the same career, about 4 yards, same amount of catches. So he might be the better Pettis. And then his dad, Gary Pettis, really good center fielder for the Angels in the 80s.
Yeah.
From Oakland. Castlemont. Pretty sure.
Interesting.
Ryan Hensley says 2 goats, 1 show.
Oh, thanks, Ryan.
Will Clark recently followed Ryan on Twitter, and then I looked, and he was following me too. Will Clark.
I have many former athletes that I covered who are among my favorites. Boy, is Will Clark one of my favorite. What a great guy, and what a hell of a ball player.
Yeah, he posted a video on his Twitter a couple of weeks ago of him hitting off a tee. It was mesmerizing. That swing is mesmerizing, and he's in his 50s, older. Yeah.
Maybe older. His swing is still mesmerizing.
Oh, him and Ken Griffey Jr. have my 2 favorite swings of all time. I know Barry Bonds is the greatest hitter, but Bonds always had a very tight, compact, choked up. There was something very free and easy about Will and Griffey's swing. I don't know. Sean Heaney says, hey, Grant, Colin Cowherd practically apologized for reporting the Matthew Stafford arm fatigue, saying it was a non-story. Roll my eyes. What about Trey? Yeah, really. From what I heard, it's not a non-story with Stafford. They were managing it last year, from what I heard. And I have sources.
So
okay, enough.
Why would Cowherd apologize?
I don't know. This guy's point is what about all that stuff you said about Trey and his arm?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
But if he had good sources, why would he be apologizing? I don't understand.
Good point. Are you making? Yeah, good point. That's a good question.
Who are you trying to apologize to?
Right.
Okay. I don't understand that.
The show is sponsored by 49ersQCmerch.com. If you want this hat or ones like it, you can go to 49ersQCmerch.com, 10% off CPH1 promo code. Just wanted to throw that out there in case you didn't know.